I remember when Papyrus came out with the first NASCAR game on PC. And, like, you know, I couldn't believe that I could do this in my house. This was different than, you know, playing on a console. Consoles in the 90s weren't what they are today. And I had to get a computer. I had to get a computer. I had to get a Thrustmaster wheel. Everybody used a Thrustmaster TSW. And so it blew my mind that this technology existed, that they had made this game that I could play on this computer and could race against, either in single player or we called a phone line in Massachusetts. It was called Hawaii. Had you ever heard about this?
Not at all.
Oh my God. So this
Probably
is the beginning.
Steve Myers about
yes,
it, I guess, yeah.
This is all the same people that created iRacing built this Papyrus game. That was who they worked for. The company was called Papyrus, owned by Sierra. And they made NASCAR, I think it was 94 or 95 when this came out. And they had an online component. And to race online, you had to have a dial-up connection, and it called a phone number in Massachusetts, long distance. And so you didn't pay for like a monthly plan. You just called this number, and it charged you. My first phone bill after having a month of racing online was $400. It was a $20 residential bill that turned into the real problem for my roommate, and who was my brother at the time. And I stayed up all night long racing on what was called Hawaii. I don't know why they call it that, but that was the online component for the NASCAR game back then. And man, it was crazy. You couldn't believe that there was an actual human driving the car in front of you. That technology was just like brand new. And I was sitting there going, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. And I stayed up all night. I would get done. My brother would come out of his room going to work. I worked at the dealership with him changing oil. And he'd come out of his room dressed for work, and I'd still be on that thing racing, and I'd run into my room and get my clothes on and go straight to work and then run home and jump right back on there.